Hello guys, how are you? This is Pat. Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Please, if you don't mind, please subscribe, help me grow this channel. It would be fantastic. In today's episode, I would like to talk to you about making friends rather than enemies. So, what I'm talking about is, of course, is about business. And when I say enemies, I'm talking about competitors. And when I say friends, I mean partnerships. So my industry is digital marketing, as you know, and it's incredibly crowded. There's a lot of competition in there. When I started out, I decided to go all in with all my skills. Everything I can do, I will sell it, okay? I can do websites, web design, graphic design, lead generation. I can do digital marketing, like in a broad sense. I can do Facebook advertising. I can do Google ads. I can do pretty much anything related to creating your online presence. But I immediately realized that the competition is really tough, really strong, because everyone else in the same industry is doing the same things, despite the fact that they might be better than me or worse than me. Your clients don't know that, or your potential clients don't know that. They're not really good at distinguishing you to another one. So I decided to move towards a new strategy, which is more focusing on what I am really good at and what I really like doing. What I'm saying is you must create strategic alliances with your competitors. It's a huge benefit if you do it, okay? So when I started doing this, I really seen an increase in my business. So my business is growing mostly because of these alliances. And I noticed that my competitors, they are very open to do that too, because they are smart enough to understand the benefits of doing this. So for example, in the last month, I met 4 people in the same industry. They're my direct competitors, okay? They also do web design in Brisbane, they do SEO in Brisbane, they also do Facebook advertising in Brisbane, and it's pretty much the same things that I do, okay? But in 100% of the cases, I'm not saying they're better or worse than me, but they are different, okay? Each one of us is different. And even if I do SEO, for example, for companies, it doesn't mean that I love doing it. Well, one of the things that I love the most is designing websites and developing websites. So I would like to rather focus on that rather than spending a lot of time doing SEO for clients. So from now on, if I'm too busy, and I am too busy, and I find a new SEO client that needs some positioning in Google searches, rather than saying no, I'll forward that client to one of my competitors, okay? Someone definitely that I trust. I have spoke to them in person, I've seen their work, and I am sure they can contribute to build my own brand, okay? So if I forward my clients to them, it's because my clients will benefit as well, and my brand will grow in terms of brand awareness and trustness as well, okay? So when you do this, you're not losing clients, you're not losing momentum, opportunities, or money. No, you can still apply a markup if you want. So basically, if you find a way to make sort of white labeling partnership with your competitor might work on your behalf. It's really easy to do. If you trust that person, that company, you can white label their services under your own brand. So for instance, the other day I saw an injury lawyer. So there are many lawyers here. I had a client a few years ago. He was a lawyer, okay, an injury lawyer. So if you think about it, it might seem like a specific niche, but it's actually not. It's a quite broad term. Injury lawyer is very broad. I was driving the other day and I've seen one of those huge billboards, and it said injury lawyer, yes, but just below the headline it said specific for spinal injuries. Okay, that's a niche, and it's really good. Imagine you are an injury lawyer and you have a passion for only people who had spinal injuries. It's tough to have a passion for that, but please understand this is just an example, okay? But imagine you can create a strategic partnership with another injury lawyer who prefers doing something else, still in the injury niche, but specifically for something else. Okay, something slightly different than spinal. So what happens is that if you're a spinal injury lawyer, you can take referrals from all those that are too busy, they have extra work, and they might have a new client that has spinal injury after a car accident, for example, and they might forward that person to you because you're specifically for spinal injuries, and that applies to any sort of business. Okay, so back to myself, rather than selling all my products or my portfolio of services, I decided to dedicate myself only to a couple of those, which is web design and lead generation, especially for LinkedIn and Facebook advertising. Okay, still lead generation through Facebook advertising. It doesn't mean I'm doing Facebook advertising for any sort of business. I like to do that for generating leads. Okay, so now my partners / competitors, they know that I can bring results in lead generation and I can do beautiful websites. They know that. So if they're too busy with their SEO, they don't like doing web design, or if they have too many clients, now they know they can forward that work to me and I do a great job. So they still have that benefit. If they want, they can apply a markup on top of my quote and I can work under their label. So it's really good. It's really good. So I hope you guys understand that. Let me know if it's a good idea or if you hate it. Any comments would be awesome. Okay? Thanks you guys. I will see you in the next video.